Nowadays, we are getting many calls related to suicidal thoughts. Unfortunately, that's the sad reality that we are living in. So I thought to myself, let me share the do's and don'ts of suicide prevention. What do I do if a loved one is having negative thoughts, is literally thinking about suicide? Now, there is suicidal ideation, which is just the idea of thinking about ending one's life, and there's suicide planning. So there's a big difference between the idea and between when someone literally is having a plan. So, when you are with someone who is feeling suicidal, there are certain things you should do and certain things you should not do. And most importantly, always when you are with someone who is contemplating this idea of suicide, you should directly call your specialist. And we are always here to support you 24/7. So, what to do? Be aware, learn about the warning signs, get involved, become available, show that you are always supportive. Ask direct question. Are you thinking now about suicide? Yes, do not be afraid to ask a direct question. When there's suicide, we need to be able to ask a direct question. Are you now thinking about killing yourself? Are you now thinking about ending your life? So talking openly, talking freely about suicide is encouraged. Be willing to listen, allow the expression of feelings, accept the feelings, sit with the feelings without judgment and without criticism. Be non-judgmental. It is very important that you do not debate with the person whether suicide is right or wrong for them, or those feelings are good or bad. It's very important that you do not lecture on the value of life. So it's very important that you know that the person who is thinking about suicide, he is because there's so much unbearable pain, and this pain, the person thinks that it won't go away. Only through a suicide it will go away. So it's not up to you to really put yourself in a position to debate this with the person. Look for warning signs such as thoughts or behavior that tells you that the person's life is not worthy of living, or thoughts such as my family and my friends would be better off without me, I'm a big burden, I cannot deal with everything, life is too hard, I cannot deal with everything, again, life is too hard, I can't just deal with it, people would be better off without me. So usually there would be a repetition of such thoughts, and it's very important, as I said, to get help from a mental health professional instantly. Now, when it comes to the don'ts, never leave the person alone. It is very important that the person has someone who is with him or her. Never dare the person like, I dare you to do it. No, like, remember, this is not a game. Never ask why, because if you ask why are you thinking about suicide, this would encourage defensiveness, and the person might feel defied enough to go ahead and prove that the person can do it. So we never ask why. We offer empathy, not sympathy. There's a difference between the two. Never be shocked, because if you act shocked, this will create a distance between you, and we never want distance. Remember that we all want connectedness, especially in the middle of a pandemic. So studies all over the world have proven that what really makes us happy and want to live and find a sense of belonging and purpose in life is connectedness. It is not money or shopping or stuff like that. It's really connection rather than distance. Never allow the person who is thinking about suicide to make you swear that this is a secret and you're not gonna tell the parent or the doctor or the neighbor. So always seek support and offer hope that alternatives are always available, and always our mental health professionals at Wellbeing Center, including myself, we are always ready to help you get the right treatment and support for you or your loved one. Thank you, and be well and safe.